Okay, here we have, what are we at? This will be week 5 for the worm bin. Let's open her up, see what we have. Okay, stick this here. Let's see. Look at the castings we have here. They're looking good. This thing's filling up good. I feel like it's a bit dry, like it does clump together when you squeeze it. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know, I still feel like it's a bit dry. Okay, so first thing we'll do is we'll see how they're doing in the, on the top of the second floor. Let's see here. There is, I don't know if you can see that in there. There is more worms and a lot of castings kind of in the second, the bin there, the inoculation bin. You see some healthy worms crawling in there. Still very dry down there. So we'll put that back. And let's see now what we have for food. I'll post a picture of the what we had for the last feeding, but it was a lot more. It was 400 grams of food, and I can see already. Oh, there's a worm inside there, I think. Is it a worm? No, it's a shell. So the peanut shells, they haven't touched. And then I see some of the, let's start digging in here. This is the strawberry top from last time. Some of the, looks like they're just starting to get to some of the lettuce. So they haven't really touched that. There's a worm in there, but I don't think they've eaten too much of that. But let's go and check out what we have. Another peanut shell. So maybe peanut shells are just, they're not something I'm going to keep putting in here. It is pretty damp down here. Looks like there's a baby worm there. This is what, another, strawberry top. So definitely the strawberries. I'm going to keep giving them those. Let's see what we have. What else we have in here that they've eaten. Looks like some good worms, but looks like there's nothing else here except for these peanut shells. So far they've eaten everything but these peanut shells. I don't know, I guess I'll leave them in there until they compost a little bit more on their own, then maybe the worms will eat them. Bunch of like little guys here. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's it. Strawberry tops. So we got a bunch of those. And what else? Peanut shells. What do we have in here? Bunch of worms and strawberry tops. Okay, there seems to be more worms here. Oh, there looks like there's, I think I put the potato here. They seem to really love that. Wish I had more. I threw out most of the bags. I didn't think they were going to really eat them a lot, but now here's a huge worm ball, and they're going nuts on those. I don't know if you can see that there. Castings everywhere, and they are going nuts on that potato. I don't think there's, yeah, this is it. Just the skin. That's what we have there. So that's pretty cool. They're loving that. I'll put them back to work over there. And that seems to be when I lifted up this bin, they all kind of fell down there. So they were kind of near the bottom of that thing. I don't know. I thought there was an apple core in here somewhere, but I don't really know. I'll just mix up more of this so that it's all kind of aerated. Pretty much almost all of the bottom newspaper here, you can see it's just about all decomposed, or they've eaten through it or whatever. Let's just continue to mix this up. Okay, so here's some of that bottom newspaper now. This here is that big worm ball. Here's more. There's it's almost like all the worms are here, just in this area here. So here we go. It's another half of the worm ball. Here's the other half. Looks like there's lots of babies too. So some of those cocoons may be hatched. But I'll just kind of put them back here to do their thing. Let's see what's going on in the other half of this. Actually, I could have sworn I put more lettuce in there, so maybe they are eating some of it. Maybe I'll put a little bit more for the future, but tons of castings. This is looking good. I can't wait to actually use these in the garden. I forget what I put here. Should have checked it. Oh yeah, here we are. It was another bunch of worms, and this was more potato. So I say so far the best food is well, strawberries. Obviously, those don't last long at all, and then the potatoes, which I don't. I think I have a little bit more, and that's it. Yeah, here's a bunch in the corner here, eating. I don't know what was there, but they're all going to go down to the bottom. But look at all the movement in here. So we'll spread that back out. Kind of put these guys back in here. Just lead them through. So I don't know where the heck this stem thing comes from, but either way. Okay, so let's get this back, and then we'll start our feeding. So 400 grams, I'd say they ate pretty much everything in that 400 grams, so that's good. Should we double it? See if we can get 800 grams of scraps. I don't know if I have 800 grams of scraps, but that's what they say 500 worms should eat, is that 800 grams. So yeah, let's create our feeding zone. Here we have still a bunch of that rock that I put in there. I guess it's for airspace, so let's do it stays aerated. Keep that there, and now let's get some, where is it here, some carbon. So we're gonna cover it up with some more shredded paper, a little bit of cardboard. It's mostly paper. Ended up shredding a bunch of stuff on top of there, so I'm gonna wet it. I still feel that it's not super wet, and it's not like, I don't know, other people that have done this have had their inoculation tray, you know, wet by the time they get to the at least, you know, a month in. There's more moisture leaking down to the bottom tray, so I don't know if it's not wet enough, but they seem to be liking it. So anyways, maybe I'll spray a bit more. The food's frozen that we're putting in, so that's going to add some moisture as well. I'll put this kind of back in there. Some of these tops, put those back in there. And what else is here? The lettuce, I guess we'll stick that down at the bottom. And then, I don't know, these shells, who knows? They're going to probably just end up in the garden as a shell. I don't think they're going to actually be eaten, but man, no one knows. I'll keep looking for them throughout the time that we're doing it. And now, let's get to, I'm going to measure out our food that we're going to give them. We have a bunch of stuff. I have I could have sworn I put an apple core in there. I don't know if it's, I'm going to have to look through the video and see if it's still there. But I have a pear core now, so we're definitely going to put that in. We got a bunch of strawberry tops. A lot of strawberry tops. They're really good and sweet this season. This, maybe I'll just put this whole thing as here, and sorry, the whole lettuce bottom of the romaine in there. See what we got there. And then, I don't know, what else we have in here? I think I have some carrots too that I have frozen. I'm going to have to go get those. So, oh, here's another pear core. So, kind of see what we got. So, I'm going to go grab the carrots. We're going to weigh stuff up, and then we're going to see exactly what we're putting in here. Definitely they're getting a whole lot of strawberries. Okay, got the food, and weighed out. I have 600 grams. So, I don't know, this is a lot. This is 600 grams of food scraps. I don't want to go right to 800 because I don't know what 800 is going to look like, but this is quite a bit. So we have a bunch of carrots that we're going to stick in there. And I'll put them at the bottom. We have the lettuce thing. This is the only lettuce that I'm going to stick in here, so we'll do that. Then we have some more cucumber. Just got new cucumber, so we should have more cucumber scraps for them next week. And then a little bit more lettuce. We have, this is the final potato. There's it's down there. So the final potato, where should we put them? I don't know. We'll make them kind of go back here to find it. So potato's just going to go here. And we'll bury that all nice. And then the rest is we have a pear. So I'll stick the pear over here. Core and everything. So like that. And then the rest we're just going to kind of put in here. So that's it. That's 600 grams of food for these guys. Now, am I going to be able to bury it? I have to just make my feeding area a bit bigger so we can get all this berry so it's not kind of sticking out. So, all right, now we're going to do our amendments. Stick with, here we go, ground up eggshell for some grit and some calcium. Bit of that. Okay. And we have our pulverized oats. I'll sprinkle that on for them all nice. And I'm going to try to bury all this stuff. Let's see how that's going to look. You have to break some of this stuff up a bit more. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try to spread some more on here. Now it's pretty frozen, so hopefully that kind of increases the moisture content, but almost have to like make a mound here. And then as they move, they kind of expose some of the top stuff, but so far it's been so good. Kind of put some over here. A little bit here. Those guys are going to get they're going to be happy. A few worms got moved in there, and they're going to end up right on top of find themselves right on top of that. Their favorite fruit, it looks like so far, which is the potatoes. So, all right, that's what it looks like. It's not as even. I had to kind of lump it in here, but it's going to go down as they eat it. And let's get that paper. And this paper, I don't know, it's kind of funny because everybody else that has videos I've seen, the worms have eaten this paper by now, but so far they haven't eaten it. I'm gonna wet it a bunch more. So again, if you're watching this and you think it's not wet enough, like let me know. I really don't know the consistency. I'm just starting it out, and yeah, I think that the bin's looking pretty good. I'm gonna document the how many grams we put on here, and the bottom. Never did the bottom. Let's go down to the bottom. Nothing in the bottom. So that's good. It's worked so far to keep, you know, the crap out of the very bottom layer where nothing's going on. Just gonna cover that back up. Should have checked that there are worms on here. So that's it. That's the week 5 recap. And like and subscribe. And hopefully this encourages you to start your vermicomposting bin so that you can have nice, great worm castings in your garden. Can't wait to use these things in the garden, nice fresh. All right, till next time.